Hi guys, so this morning I'm going to work on the Eclipse stamping sub box, which is number 29. So this I got through HSN's auto ship. I believe Crafters Companion might have it on their site now, so I don't have affiliate relationships with them, but if I do have links in the description box, there will be affiliate links, which means I will make a small commission if you purchase any items through those links, and really that's associated with maybe some of the other items I use. Again, I know scrapbook.com is carrying the boxes. I don't know how recent or like if they're older boxes. I know sometimes you can find them a Tuesday morning. That's, you know, obviously later down the line. And one thing that I just remembered, I totally forgot already. There was something I wanted to mention and I forgot it. It'll come back to me. But I already unboxed this in a video before, but I'll still go through some of the things. I didn't go through the colored paper. Oh, that's what it is. I understand. I think Leanne went through this box yesterday. So if you go look at the old crafters on Crafters Companion's YouTube site, you'll probably see maybe in a thumbnail, or maybe sometimes they do a good job of putting what it is that they worked on in the title of the video, but sometimes it just has a date, like yesterday's date, you know, for the Crafters TV. So check it out there. And then again, you're supposed to be able to go to, what's funny is if I typed it in, it didn't work, but then I linked it from somewhere else, crafterscompanionbox.com. So that's another place you can see. And they also have now an update or a sneak peek for the next box, which is November's box, and it's something about edge dye. I can't remember what it was called. Cutting edge or something. I can't remember right now. So I thought that was kind of cool because they're kind of ahead of themselves when they used to be kind of, not behind, but like right as soon as these came out, they would have the video. So if you want to check that out, you'll know a little bit more of what's coming up next month if you're on the HSN auto ship. If you want to keep it or skip it, you can check that out already. It's under that same crafterscompanionbox.com website. So, okay, so we have the metal dies. So the point of this one is, I think it's more of an idea than it is a box, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have any of these letters already, if you have alphabets, you can do the same thing. You're going to stamp and make a little, you know, whatever it is that you want to do with your flowers and things. You're going to make a little background basically. Color them in and then use the letters to cut out right from the center or wherever you want to do it, I guess. And then cut out the same letters out of black or shimmer or shiny paper, whatever it is you want to do, something that'll make it stand out. And then you're going to glue those together with an offset and then put them back in the spot where you cut them out. So kind of basic, pretty easy. I mean, that's what it looks like, so I'm assuming that's what we're doing. And then we have the organza ribbons. We have the stamps again that we're going to use. So there's going to be a lot of coloring in this, or however, maybe watercoloring. Oh, I didn't think about that. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. I was going to use the new tri-blends that I just got from HSN, so I don't know. But so there's that. And then you have the card blanks, and there are different size cards. I think I'll probably stick to the smaller one just so we can stick to the technique and not have to fill up a bunch of this area. So I'll probably use this guy. But these are like 4x6 is what I remember them sending. They've been doing this a lot recently. So it's like an A4 size card. And then maybe like a 6-inch card blank. Let me see if I can, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 6 inches. And then the other one looks like a 5x7. And there's envelopes to match with that. Oh, we have our little pretty gem. I prefer these over like the pearl dots, but they're just so pretty. So we have those. I already went through the papers yesterday. I think if I ever see this on sale or on clearance or something like that, I would pick it up again just to get more of these papers. So I usually do that, and then I'll either give away or put in my D-stash the other stamps and things because those are never going to go bad, but you use up your paper right. So the paper is really, really pretty in this kit this time around. Gorgeous. And then I didn't look at the colors, and I was kind of curious. I had a feeling they were going to do this like this. If you look in the picture, the Eclipse look is done with black paper. And I was like, is there black paper in here? And they did not even include black paper in here. You would think for the technique that there would be some black paper in here, but all right, so we have this pretty, it's a gorgeous color palette, but you know, some black sheets so we can use them. I'm going to go search for some black paper. So there's that. Really, really gorgeous palette. I love this. And the yellow isn't that garish yellow sometimes. It's like a really pretty soft yellow, so I really like this a lot. All right. Very interesting, though. I had a feeling. I was like, I wonder if the black paper is going to be in there. No. All right, so what I'm going to do is choose which papers I want to layer up with, and then... oh, yeah, that's the other thing. We need white paper. Because this is just your card base, you know? And then you need to, I guess you could use another one, just cut it up, but you need something to actually do your layering stamping. So let me grab some stuff and we'll get started. Okay, so I was gonna cut my paper up to start layering, but then I was like, well, I don't really know what I'm gonna end up coloring the flowers that we do. So I did find this piece of paper. I think this is Crafter's Companion stamping paper. I hope it is. But it was already 3 inches wide, so I was like, well, I'll just cut it 5 inches long, so it's gonna mat in here, and then we'll have some mats of the other papers that we have in here. So I'm gonna put that down, and we'll start stamping and coloring. So we have that going. I put these things to the side here. Okay, sorry, my son came down and had some questions. Okay, and this is the thing. I don't really know what I want to use to color with, to be honest. I'm not really in the mood for tri-coloring or, you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. And I know when I do watercolors, it's always so easy. Let's just stamp this, and well, you know what? I was gonna say, let's just stamp this and we'll figure it out, because the squid ink or like your Nuvo hybrid ink like this, you can do water or alcohol markers. So these hybrid inks have knocked my socks off. So that's what I go with now. So I'll put this down. So again, just things like that I might have links to, because whenever, sometimes I don't say I have links, and then I, you know, that's the disclaimer, and then if I don't say it, then I don't put them. So whatever I end up using, maybe I don't link it. So that's why I say at the beginning, even though I don't have a link for the box, probably I'll have for other things. All right, guys. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. There we go. And I'm just grabbing whatever. I don't even. Let's try that one. Look, I missed that corner, but that's okay. Or that little bit. I'm gonna wipe this off. You can stick with all the same flowers. I mean, if you want to do the same, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll stick with the same one. Just turn it different ways. Up there. I keep missing that bottom. Is it me or is that the stamp? I keep missing the exact same spot. No, it's not really the exact same spot. That's over there. It's just me, you guys. And since they're flowers, they don't have to be like, you know, just put them wherever. Look, I keep missing one corner. It's because I don't have my stamping mat under here or anything to help me, I suppose. All right, what else do we have? We have leaves. There's a whole spray of leaves. There's one leaf. So this idea, I mean, you can do it with basically any flowers and dyes that you have. Ooh, this kind of scares me. I don't want it to just look like so rough. Let me see. What can I use? I need something. I need like a scrap paper. Nope, not that. When I'm looking for scrap paper, of course, I have like foam sitting here for some reason. Oh, come on. Here we go. This little notepad with scrap stuff. And I'm just going to make it kind of rounded just to kind of help me out here. You see that? I'm not really doing anything scientific. I just need something to kind of help me, so when I stamp this, it'll look more natural. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, just so you guys know. Alright, there we go. A little something. We're going to cut into there anyway, so. Again, if you want to stamp this and then cut or actually make a little, and actually with what I'm doing, it probably would benefit me to take time to do that, to make a little cover for what we're doing here. But I'm just, I don't even know. What the heck are, something like that. And maybe some of the other leaf that was here. Oh, actually, I should have gone with these leaves. These are harder to work with. These like look more, like easier to color. You know what? I'm gonna have to leave it at that, because these are all the same flowers, so why would there all of a sudden be different leaves? Okay, there's a little bee. That would be kind of fun. All right, let's put the little bee in here, just to put something else. So again, just create your background, whatever it is that you want. And a little bee here. Ooh. All right. Okay. I'm gonna grab some markers and color a few markers here. Again, these are from the new vintage set that just came in. And these are the colors, which are really pretty. I just don't know that I have a green, so I might have to go get another green, but this is the green that comes with. And it might look nice. I mean, let's start with the flowers and we'll see what we want to do. Because even the bee, I suppose, I can use that yellow on him. So, I love the purple and the pink flowers. Where's the pink? Let's do pink and purple, sure. So start with the lightest. I'm not really trying to make this super fancy, guys, so I'm just gonna do what I can. I'm gonna pretend like that leaf. I'll color it in later. So starting off with the lightest color, I'm coloring the whole thing, but if you want to preserve your highlight and all these fun things, then do that. That means just leave some of it white, you know, like maybe around the edge like I did there. Or however you want to do it. And then go in with the darkest one. Down here in the center. I don't know what happened, but maybe it's where you guys live. The temperature just plummeted. So this morning it's like freezing. Okay, freezing for me. My husband, you know, he's in Alaska right now, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. And he's like, yeah, okay, it's so cold. It's like 70 degrees, 60, and then it gets into the 40s at night. That is cold. All right. So I guess he's had a good laugh at my, oh, it's so cold. Okay, back with the pink, the lightest color. I'm just going to go over everything. And that's how I'm going to treat this. Basically do the same thing with the purple. Start with the lightest. I'm going to make this one purple. I'll make this one pink just the way we started. I have this pretty little yellow. And again, it's a very deep, kind of interesting color. So I'll go ahead and do a little something with this bee, but not too much. It's tiny anyway. Oh, we do have the blue. See how he has his little wings? And I always like to use a light blue on wings. Just so I put a little color, make them look a little gossamer, but not because I forgot to color them, right? And then I guess I'll use the yellow in the center. This doesn't have an orange, does it? This has a really pretty brown, though. I was going to say the muted brown in here is a nice, I think, tone for skin colors, don't you think? So I was happy to have that. I'm trying to think if I want to make the flower petals. Yeah, I'll just use everything that's in here. Maybe not the brown, but like this green. It's an interesting color. It's very muted, but it's very pretty. So I will color it in here too, and I'll make it darker so it stands out. So I'm putting just a lot of the light color. I'll go in with the dark color. Yeah, just at the tip here. Maybe I'll come in with the medium, because I want this one to stand out so it doesn't look like it's see-through. So I'll darken this guy up. And again, back in with the light. Theirs are so tiny, honestly, you don't have to go back in with the light. Is this the lightest one? This is probably the more persnickety part of what we're doing. Everything else is just going to line up, so I'm taking a little time to show you guys. Oh no, I was like, what is that? It's just something that ended up there. And if I'm too high up, I'm sorry. It just, what was I going to say? I know sometimes I'm not really doing like a class here for this. Let's do the yellow center, I suppose. So the lightest yellow into the darkest yellow. And again, this is just for a little, for effect. I'm not really trying to make that perfect. Purple again, lightest color. This one's pretty deep. I'm putting a little bit less of the lightest color because this one is pretty deep, even the light color is deep. And then I'll go in with the darkest one. Again, just in the centers, pulling out that color. Wherever you think it'd be dark in here, under the leaf, under the petal. There. Medium. And this is how I do it, guys. This is as much as you're going to get from me as far as this kind of coloring. I'm not really looking for perfection. I always say, even with my watercoloring, just lay down color, you guys. You'll be surprised. I mean, it looks great. Just get that color laid down. The one thing I'm not real great at with the watercoloring is layering, because I want to be one and done, you know, I don't want to have to come back later, but it does look gorgeous when you come back and add more color or layer it up. It looks very pretty. Oh, hey, I told myself before I forget, HSN has a 20% off coupon code, one item today, so I will have that in the description box for you guys because I don't know the numbers right now. It's always just numbers. Now, it is something they offered me when I logged in. If it's not offered to you, if you try to use the code and it doesn't work, it's probably because they didn't offer it to you, which is weird. They do that sometimes. But I'll have that there. So, you know, I noticed, well, people were saying they were using it for obviously some big ticket items. Let me use this light. And then I'm going to take the blue and I'm going to go around. Ooh, that's a little deeper than I would want. I was going to go around this whole thing because that's normally what I would do. But this is very deep. But that's okay. I already did it, so I'm gonna have to go for it. It's just something to do to make it pop. So I'll just go around everything, kind of getting it in here and go around the whole edge, okay? Very lightly. Hopefully you can see that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it very gingerly all around the edge. Okay, so I'll finish coloring this one, go around the whole edge, and I'll be back. So I just finish it up. And pretty much used all the colors in here except for the brown. And so it's, you know, the colors scheme came from this kit here. And so what we want to do is pick out some of the dies, the letters. Right there. And again, like I say, it's about an inch tall or so. And then you're going to pop in whatever word it is that you want to cut out of this. So, yeah, let's think. Oh, this is hard for me to think. I want to cut out. What kind of words do they got on here? Let's see. We have hugs, love, smile, thank, be. Hugs. Hugs is cute. Maybe. Oh, let's do mom. I want to do like a 3-letter one. And this one's actually going to be tougher because I have to run it through and then run it through again, which is kind of a bummer, right? Yeah, let's just go ahead and for it. I was like, do I really want to do that? But sure, why not? Alright, so we have this here, and I'm going to, again, they just eyeballed it, so do whatever you want. Because whatever happens here, that's what's going to happen. So if I have the M there, the O there, and I'll put the other M here, that'll be good. Again, I'm going to use low tack tape, but I'm really going to take the tack off of it because I don't want this to tear into my paper, which happens with low tack tape, doesn't it, sometimes? So I'm really, you know, actually I'm going to put it on my sweater even to really, look at that, really get that tack off of that. And I'm going to put most of it on the letter and just a little bit of it on my paper. I hope it doesn't tear anything. Okay. And then we're going to run it through. And I'm going to use a little bit. Oopsie, I'm going to drop something. There it goes. One of my newer folders. Just because we're keeping this nice and flat. We want this whole thing to cut. Oh my goodness. I'm still afraid of that tape. Even though you saw everything I did. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, that helped definitely, because look at that. It came off very easily. Okay, the M is still in there, but we're going to go ahead and pop that out. And this is basically it, guys. We're almost done with this box. Looks very pretty. I suppose you could do this with anything. You don't have to... Oh, okay, I have to keep my... Where'd the O go? Where'd it go? Oh. We need to keep that. And we need... I don't know if we need to keep the center, but I'll keep the center. No, I guess we don't need it. That's an interesting one. We will need the center. I guess I'll keep it in the background though, right? So I'm glad I used the O because that'll help us out. And then my other M, it's about the same distance, I guess. Why not? Right there. And I'm going to run this through the same way and I'll be right back. Okay. So we have our other M here. Alright. And then we need to cut out those same letters. I don't know why I put the O away. And I'm just going to use black. I was thinking about using a shimmery black or something, but... Or should we use like a shiny purple? Hold on. Let me see what I have here. Oh, you know we love our gold. Do you think gold will... But do you think it'll stand out? And that's my only problem with that. If I use the gold and it doesn't stand out, then it's going to... Because it... Let's do the black, but this might be a nice option for next time. Only because I don't know that not enough of it's going to stick out to actually make a difference. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to run these through M-O, and then I'll run through another M, and I'll be back with all the letters. One more M that doesn't want to pop out. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to drop shadow these, and you can do that however you like. I'm just going to get some of my glue here. And basically do it. I guess whatever you want. I'm going to pop it so that the black is up a little bit higher. But if you want to do it lower, I guess it looks better that way in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, so do what you like. So I'm going to put some glue on here. So we got to move it over a little bit and down. Okay, so I hope you're... It's over that way and down a little bit. You see that? That's kind of why the gold was, I wasn't sure because on the O it's not going to make that big a difference, so I just really wanted it to pop more with like black. So down a little bit and over. The O will be a little tricky because it is kind of funky, and I don't know. Oh my gosh, the shape of it is kind of funky. Okay, so it's like this. So again, down, down, and over a little bit. Okay, and then I'll do the other M just the same way as I did the first one, hopefully. So down. You see that? If I had done gold, it would just be a little bit here and there, and it might not be enough to make a difference, so I'm kind of afraid of that. Okay, and I'll do the other M, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm going to go with these colors for our layering, because I really like this coral, kind of gorgeous, pretty, and I think with the little bees, especially because I put a little bee in there, it'd be cute, and I think, as you can see, it kind of, well, that's a bummer, because I really want this middle section of this paper, so I'm going to have to cut into this in a funky way to get that middle piece. But again, this is 3x5, so I'm going to do this piece 3.5 by 5.5. So 3.5 by 5.5, and then this one 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I want this to have a small area between these two, but more of this showing behind that. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm all ready to go, and I don't know where I put the card base. Hold on. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So I'm gonna be careful with these, not to mess with them too much. But we have our card base here, and I'm just gonna stick this down. Again, if you're not great with matting, use a wet glue so you have some time to mess with it. Oh, see? If you're not good at that, okay. I probably would have made it a little bit more towards the edges, but the coral color, which would be like 3 7/8 and 5 7/8, just if you want less of that white. But so these two are kind of matted about the same, right? But then this piece is going to be smaller. I would like to pop that piece up, and if I'm going to do that, you would probably have to do this a little bit different. Pay attention to where your bees are facing, because they think they do have, they're all facing up, you know, so there's a direction there. So pretty. Okay, and then this guy. Like I said, I would like to have him popped up a little bit. So crisp. Let me make sure this is even. This looks a little bit crooked to me, so I'm going to bring this to my guillotine and just make sure that this line, this bottom one looks kind of crooked. I'll be right back. I think it's a little bit better. Maybe it's not, but something about it just looked really crooked. Okay, so we're going to keep it flat, but if you didn't want to keep it flat, which I really, you know, I kind of don't want it to be flat. It's hard to work with this. I would say you have to put some acetate or something behind it to help you hold the letters in, because if you just use tape, it's going to be very visible. It'll be very visible back there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down, even though I want to put a little something. How cute to make it a shaker. But the only thing you're going to see through it is the... Actually, it wouldn't work as a shaker. This would if you're just using the letters like this, right? But if we're going to pop those other letters back in, you're not going to see what you want to see. So I'm going to stick that down. And then you would have to just, if you did make it into a shaker just with the holes cut out, you definitely need to pop this back in to your letter, okay? On the acetate. So I'm going to see about that in just a minute, but for now, let's bring these guys over. And do pay attention to how you drop shadow your O, because like I said, it has a funky shape. So just make sure you didn't drop shadow so it's this way and then it's going to be backwards, right? You see that? So make sure you have the right area facing up here. And I don't know, I want to start with an O. Let's do the M. And let's put the glue in here instead of fiddling with our little letters. I always forget to do that. And so I'm trying more and more to remember. Like, you don't have to put the glue on the little fiddly letter. Put it, you know, on the base. So the whole black letter is going to pop in there. So then the other letters, you know, it's going to kind of hang off. So that's kind of cool. So you can kind of just feel where that would be. Just like a puzzle, just like where it popped out. It's a very cute thing to do. It's hard to notice those. that's you know, maybe something we can practice or we'll keep working on, but it's very cute. It's subtle. It's super subtle. All right, let's put this other one in. I think it's cute. It's pretty effective. Like I said, very subtle. Okay. And then our O, and what I'm curious about the O is what we're going to do with the middles. I don't know if I need the middles to do something. So if I put the O, I'm going to put the glue on the very edge, just around here. Whoop. And let's get this going. Let's put our O in. So cute. It is pretty darn cute. I do like this idea. Okay, so there's our O. Now, this isn't my only issue. Do we leave it like that? Or do we do the same thing, I guess, with this guy? Hold on. Again, they're a funny shape, so make sure. And also, is that the shape that goes in here? I believe it is. That's a tough one, man. This is what I'm going to do with the O. I don't know. So, again, a little bit down and to the right. And something like that. And I might have done a little bit more pronounced just so we see it better. And then we're going to have to pop that in there too, right? I would think. That's not as easy to do. That's an interesting one. Huh. I don't know that I like that. Let me see if they have an O on here that they used. Okay, so love. It looks like all they did, yeah, I don't really care for that. So it looks like what they did was just use the colored part and put it back in the spot. And since I let me try to fix this really in a hurry because it'll then recess back down. Does that make sense? And I should have put it down before we put down our letter. I'm going to shove that under there. There we go. Alright, that looks good. Hold on, let me... there we go, there we go. Okay, I should have paid attention to that before I put it down. So basically put your little O centered down and then put the O, the top part down here. I think that's okay. Try to get under here, there we go. Okay, so then that other black part is still showing. Alright, so again, put that O center down. I didn't know what to do with that, but I did keep them just in case. I wasn't sure. So cute. So again, very basic as far as the way I just made it up, but maybe we should add some, since we have some time here. I don't know. It's just that I went with those muted colors, you know, to bring in something. Actually, this one's really pretty. Let me see. Maybe we'll make a little bow and stick that down instead. With the smaller guy. Again, it's not a ton of this that you get, but let me cut this down. You know, I want something more substantial like a bow because it's a little bit off the way I designed it. Look at this space is smaller. This is a lot bigger. So when I do bows like this, I do usually bunny ear bows for this application because it makes it easy. We have that little bow maker, though. I have the We Are Memory Keepers one. I have the one that's built into the Ultimate Pro, but however you like to make your bows, do that. It's a little bit too big still. I might have used a little too much. Cute. Okay, and what kind of glue do we need for this, guys? I'll use 3D glue gel, just because it's some good thick stuff. Let me see if this isn't. Yep. Let's say I haven't used it in a while. It's probably. Oh man, that's really dried out. Come on. There it goes. Oh. Alright. Alright guys, and that's it. Other than the O being something I had to experiment with, I think we're good to go. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have links in the description box for whatever that might be pertinent, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.